Yeah, I think the ACF was born out of necessity for the Asian industry, especially in terms of supporting some of the most talented and creative designers in Asia. We never had an organization that collectively looks after the whole entire continent. And without such an organization, it's going to be difficult and very fragmented for us to move fashion forward for Asia. And on that basis, we decided to start the federation. Well, couture is very, very important because it's the epitome of fashion. It's the highest level of fashion that you can present to the masses. So couture needs to be celebrated because without us supporting this industry, it might demise. If you think about the Renaissance artists and Renaissance architects that used to create some of the most beautiful buildings and paintings and artwork in the world, they're no longer around because that craft was no longer viable. It was too expensive, it was too slow, it was too time consuming. So our purpose to exist is to be able to support some of these designers so that they make that transition from a traditional couture house into something that's more vibrant and more proactive and more commercially minded to engage the masses, so that it gives them the longevity to stay beyond just one generation. Couture is for everyone. It's like saying what kind of people is good food for. Good food is for everyone, and the price point should not matter. When you go to an art exhibition or museum, the first thing that you think about is not how much this painting is worth or how much it costs. You think about how beautiful it is, how you engage with the painting, how wonderful the art piece is. So couture is very similar to that. It should not be isolated to people only that can afford couture, because I think that will be a mistake for this industry. So the short answer to that is couture is for everybody. It already is happening. I think couture designers in Asia have existed for hundreds of years. The only difference that we are doing right now is we're recognizing them, we're positioning them, and we're putting them together under a federation. We're just federating them, nothing more than that. But the craft, the skills, the knowledge, the experience, and the breadth and length of the tenure of them being couture designers have existed for hundreds and hundreds of years. Diversity, creativity, and inspiration. Because I think the idea of bringing in 18 different countries to present their collection on one platform would invite that. And what's more important than just a mere event is that in creating platforms like this, you get a whole entire collective of people turning up to the event. The exchange of creativity, the exchange of ideas, the exchange of collaborations is something that we're trying to promote and support as well. So right now as we're speaking, there are hundreds of people behind me that are exchanging business cards, exchanging ideas to collaborate, getting inspirations from the designs, getting inspiration from other countries, and I think that's the purpose for doing an event like this. That's a little bit more complicated to explain. The process is a little bit complicated for us in appointing the designer. We're not looking for many designers to be recognized, but we're looking for the best quality designers to be recognized. This is not an attempt to be elitist, this is an attempt to inspire the rest of the market. Because if you don't appoint the best, and you don't support the best, and you don't celebrate the best, then what's the point? Because you can only inspire using the best. You don't inspire the market, you don't inspire the industry by using mediocre talent. And there is a lot of mediocrity in every industry. So not only should they be talented, but they should also understand the business of fashion. They can't just be designers and design outfits if they don't understand what is required to make that business also work and operate. These are some of the very rare qualities that we're looking at. In Indonesia, we've only had the opportunity and good fortune to come across 3 designers, and we have federated all 3 designers. And I'm hoping moving forward that a lot more designers will come our way that meets the criteria. That purely is our first real official move from Asia into France, and for us to be embraced by the country is something that's important for us, because Paris is the Mecca of fashion, it is the capital of fashion, and for us to exist there officially is a very important position for us. So I think we can expect official recognition to be finally accepted into the most rarefied circle of fashion in the world, and that's Paris. So I think it's about time that Asia has taken our position in the West.